2 games in a week. I don't know how long it's been since I've done that. Before we start, guys, please do remember to hit that like button. It really helps. Right, I'm not stalking Barry Ferguson and Kelty Hearts, I promise. But I'm watching them play today. Again, it's just a coincidence that Cumbernauld Colts and Gala Fairydean Rovers, who were the 2 home teams that I've seen play this week, contacted me in around about the same time. They were both playing Kelty Hearts at home. So yes, today I will be watching Gala Fairydean Rovers in the Kelty Hearts 5th tier of Scottish football. And it's not actually the first time that something like this has happened where I've seen the away team multiple times. When I was in Greece, I was in 2 completely different cities, one in the north, one in the south. South was Athens, and the team that I saw both times were Offie Crete, weirdly enough. And then in Australia, my first 2 ever matchday vlogs, if you go all the way back to those, both times the away team were Newcastle Jets. So Newcastle Jets, Offie Crete and Kelty Hearts all share some footy adventures folklore. So there you go. There's some kids training on the pitch there, just having a little practice before the match. But yeah, a couple of players down there. Kelty Hearts are here, I believe, but I think they're probably just in the changing room somewhere, maybe over there, maybe underneath me here. But yes, this is a very famous setting, and this stand is very famous as well, but we will get into that. Before I tell you a few facts about why this stand is so famous here in Scotland, just check this out. And for the 2nd game in a row, I'm walking now on the pitch. You can see here again by the little black balls that are kind of within the fibres of the grass that this is a artificial pitch again. Look, I'll show you. Once again, cannot pick up any pieces of the grass. And there is the famous stand. You're not going to want to miss the story about the stand. Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second, and why it's so famous here in Scotland. And this stand, and oh look, I've got some of the bits in my hand. This stand and the Rangers Stadium have something in common, and they're the only 2 stadiums in Scotland to have this about them in common. But that fact is coming soon, so stay tuned. So yeah, for today's game, I've got free reign of the stadium. I've just met a few of the people who work here at the club, chairman, kind of door staff, that kind of thing. And what a great club they are. Some really, really nice people. So welcoming, so inviting. And yeah, I'm able to go around the stadium today. I'll probably do a few different angles during the game. I'll come and stand just here. I'll sit in the famous stand again. I will tell you why it is so famous in a bit, but yeah, just look at it. Look at these views. It's a lovely day here today. And yeah, just where I'm coming to now. So this is where Kelty Hearts are going to be kind of based today. They'll be using this area here as their dugout, and the home team will be over there. You can see dugouts just over there. And yes, that is because of obviously the Mexican beer virus. We obviously cannot mix like we used to be able to. So yes, this is where the away team will be today, and the home team will be across the other side of the pitch. And yeah, what a lovely setting for today. You've got hills and mountains all around us. There's blue skies. You've got the world famous stand over there. What a setting. So the 2 sides come into this one today in pretty good form. I obviously saw the Kelty Hearts win a couple of days ago. They've won 4 out of their last 5, and the home team today, Gala Fairydean Rovers, have won 5 out of their last 5, and they're both in the top half of the Lowland League, Scotland's 5th tier. So 2 pretty good teams here, and it should be a pretty good match. I'm buzzing for kickoff. Right, and the snooders come on, and look, the refs and the linesmen are just coming out. The players are about to come out, and I hope you enjoyed some of the shots that I showed you from the inside. There are some amazing pieces of memorabilia in there. Signed shirts from Kenny Dalglish, Nicky Butt, John Collins, and John Collins is a really famous football player here in Scotland. Scored the opening goal in the 1998 World Cup against Brazil for Scotland, and he's an ambassador here at the club. He was born here in Gala Shields, and yeah, there's a lot of his memorabilia in there. Signed shirt from Bobby Lennox, Lisbon Lion, absolutely tons and tons of memorabilia down there, which I love to look at. So yeah, buzzing to have seen inside there. And yeah, here is the setting for today. You can hear the teams are just getting announced. But yeah, let me tell you about the stand. Here come the players, look. That's Gala Shields, the home team for today. So yeah, this stand that I'm in, this ground is equidistant from the English border and Edinburgh. It's kind of on the eastern side and the lower part of Scotland, so not too far from the border of England and not too far from Edinburgh as well, kind of equal distance between the two. And actually more recently, Gala Fairydean Rovers are a mixture of two clubs that were in the area. So yeah, now they're Gala Fairydean Rovers, but they used to just be two clubs with kind of an amount, and that's now an amalgamation of the two names of the old clubs. They play here at Netherdale, and they have done since 1929, and this stand is very, very important. Out come Kelty Hearts, look, playing in blue today instead of their maroon, because obviously a kick clash with the home team. The main stand here that I sit in just now was designed by a famous architect called Peter Wormsley, or Peter Womersley, I'm not too sure with the pronunciation as usual. And there's Barry Ferguson, look, in his red trainers, coming over to shake hands with the manager, or touch fists even. There you go. It was built in the 1960s and can house about 750 people, while the whole ground itself can have about 4,000. But yeah, in this stand here, about 750. This is where the story gets interesting. So it's actually a Category A listed building, and it's this stadium here and Ibrox. There you go. It's this ground here, this very stand that I sit in here, and Ibrox are the only two stadiums in all of Scotland that part of the ground is a Grade A listed building. So if any work needs to be done to it, which let me just show you actually, because there is some work that needs to be done. Kick-off has occurred. We have kicked off, but let me just tell you about this. Look, you can see here that there is some work that is kind of just being done there, seeing like the foundations. Apparently there is some work that needs doing to improve this stand, which the chairman was telling me about earlier. And yeah, you basically have to jump through a lot of hoops and have to get it like approved by local authorities and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, very famous Grade A listed building, along with the main stand at Ibrox. So there you go. This place is legendary and revered by football fans, and it has a very, very unique story because of this stand here. I'll leave a link below to the Gala Fairydean Rovers website, where you can enter lottos and draws and that kind of stuff to help support the club financially in these strange times when obviously no fans can be here. But yeah, please do leave a like. I hope I can show you this game well, as fans can't come in here, and I want to give you a bit of an experience of kind of what football's like at the moment, as I have done in a few games, and I've got a few more games coming up. So yes, stay subscribed, and yeah, hit that like button. Cheers. I'd also like to give a shout out to a YouTuber who I've got to know over the past few weeks. We follow each other on Instagram, Darren Phil Thompson. He's very close to 1,000 subscribers, and he interviews some massive names on his channel. And he actually used to play here for the Gala Fairydean Rovers disabled team. So I've heard he was quite the winger, and yes, do follow him on Instagram, and do subscribe to him on YouTube as well. We want him to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. So yeah, Darren Phil Thompson, make sure you go and subscribe. So yeah, the striker there for Kelty Hearts, the number 9, who they've just pinged the ball through there to. He'll try and win it. He scored twice against Cumbernauld Colts when I was there a few days ago. So yeah, had a good game. See if he can replicate that form today. So yeah, the team that won the league last season, I think it was one of their centre-backs that scored. It was a header from a free kick, and yes, the team that won the league last season, Kelty Hearts, but didn't go up because of the COVID, and there was no promotion playoff and stuff, and all the controversy that surrounded that. They're up, they're leading again, and they won the other day, and they're in good form. And yes, it looks like they're going for promotion again as Gala Fairydean Rovers attack here. Kelty have won it back. And will they be able to score a second? They look like they're in control here of possession. Their number 10, he's had a good game so far. He had a good game against Cumbernauld as well, actually. Very skillful player. He won the free kick for the goal. He took the free kick. got the assist, the number 10. How insane are minstrels, by the way. And with that, a corner, not defended well by Kelty Hearts. It is now 1-1. I think we're about just over half an hour through here. Both teams have scored. 1-1. And right after they've just scored, they've had another chance here. Gala, Fairydean, Rovers. The managers down there, the coaches are getting very animated. But the tide seems to be turning. Kelty Hearts have been in kind of dominating in the early stages. And now the home team is starting to come into it a lot more. They've obviously scored and now they're pushing to go ahead. So good game so far. Oh, finish. And it's the vlogger's curse. I'm sorry, Gala, Fairydean, Rovers. Just as I said, you were pressing to try and go ahead. Kelty Hearts almost immediately score. And it is that man there, the number 10, who has scored for Kelty Hearts. He set one up with his free kick. And he's just scored an absolute banger, as you saw there. So yeah, it is now 2-1 to Kelty Hearts. If you thought the hospitality was good at Cumbernauld Colts when I had a pie and a bovril today, as you can see my hand, it's probably shaking because it's so cold. I've got a nice lentil soup that everyone gets here. Love that. Look at that, the moon's out. And the players are back out as well for the second half. And I was sat obviously in the famous stand in the first half, but I think for this half I'm going to take a walk around the stadium, get a few different views as Gala, Fairydean, Rovers have a throw in here. Yeah, cold night here in Gala Shields, but absolutely love it for the football. And look at this, I'm as close as you can get to the action. I'm basically stood not on the pitch, obviously I'm not going on the pitch, but as I make my way around this famous ground. Here we go, is that a corner? No, it's a throw in. And yeah, look, I'm very honoured to be here. There's my media pass. Here's the game. I know that no fans can be here at the moment, so yeah, I'm very thankful to the chairman here at Gala, Fairydean, Rovers, who got in touch. Yeah, guys, don't be shy. If you work here, if you work at a club, sorry, or if you know someone who's connected to a club, the chairman of this very football club here reached out to me on Facebook, or yeah, you can DM me on Instagram. So yeah, do get in contact if you know somebody at a club or you work for a club and you'd like me to come make a video, because it's good exposure for the club, and yeah, I would love to see it from a personal standpoint as well. So there's a lad here stood in a container trying to get a view of the game. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, and as you could see from the earlier stages of the game, the home team are over there, and then yeah, here are the away team. Much like most games at the moment, home and away both have to be split, so yeah, due to social distancing and stuff. So away over here, and there's Barry Ferguson, and the home all over there. And yeah, look, getting a good view of the stand over there, the world famous, I guess world famous, definitely Scottish famous anyway, the famous stand, concrete, made by the famous architect, Grade A listed building, along with the Rangers main stand as well. So yeah, getting a good view of it here under the lights, and look, what a lovely night. Obviously I want fans to come back, that goes without saying. It'd be great to have some fans in here, but like, there's a real intimacy you get at games like this when like literally everyone here is just here for the game. You've got media people up where kind of I was sitting in the first half, you got obviously the officials, you got the away team here, you got the home team over there, players warming up over there, as well as like a few security dotted around, as well as like other players, or other people, sorry, who work here at the club or who are on the board and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a different experience, but still an enjoyable one, and still a good atmosphere at things like this, because everyone's here for a reason, and everyone's just chatting away, and yeah, everyone's interested in what everyone else is doing, and it's a good little sense of community at these games at the moment. And there we go, it's a big win for Kelty Hearts, 2-1. Oh. There you go, another big win for Kelty Hearts, who obviously are looking to gain promotion this season. They obviously didn't get the chance last year to go into the playoffs or anything like that, but right now, there they are, the boys in blue, the winners today, Kelty Hearts 2-1 against Gala Fairydean Rovers. A really good match actually, and a couple of goals in, well, 3 goals in the first half, none in the second half, but a really entertaining match, a really like tactical battle. But yes, off go the winning team over there, and the ref, who was actually retiring today. It's his last ever game as a referee. He just got presented by something from the club, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, great game here, buzzing to have seen it. And look, oh, there we go, they're giving a bottle of whiskey to the ref. Look at this, on the pitch at full time, on the centre circle. There you go, look at that.
Once again, a big hand.
And there's the ref, getting a bottle of whiskey. And yeah, with that, I've just said goodbye to the chairman. There's the ref, look. He was just being presented with a bottle of whiskey. And yes, that is the end of the match. Please do remember to hit that like button if you haven't already. Drop me a comment below if you want me to go to another game. Subscribe if you aren't already. And there's the Kelty Hearts dressing room over there, those little cabins. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.